So this is going to be a chat video. I've been working very, very hard recently on TikTok and on other things, and I feel a little bit burnt out actually. But that's not all. Ooh, I forgot to put this here. I got raspberries. I won't eat though. I won't eat when I talk because no one likes that. So I can't find the comment, but someone asked me to chat more about when we took I said we, my ex-husband, and me, took our kids backpacking for a year around Asia. And so I thought I would just come on here and talk to you about why we did that and what it was like. So I don't know how long this will be. I've put a 10-minute thing on because it might be 10 minutes. I don't know. We'll see. So basically, I had Esme when I was 21, and I've always loved travelling. I was very, very lucky to be able to go. I was very, very lucky to be able to go to India and Kenya when I was younger, and just sort of fell in love with it. I always loved travelling, and it's not something that I really didn't want to stop. And I remember when I was pregnant with Esme, I was actually emailing a charity in Thailand to see if we could work with them. But they were like, no, you'll have a baby, and it just wouldn't work. Anyway, I've always been quite deluded that you can travel with kids and you can travel with babies. But I say deluded, but then we did end up doing it. So we decided that when the kids were 6, 5 and 2, we would go on this year backpacking. And that's what we did. We were not in the financial position that probably people assume we were. We saved up, and actually, thinking about it, it was fairly stupid thing to do actually, but we did it, and I don't have any regrets apart from the end, which I will explain, because my daughter got very ill. So we decided that we would start in Bali because we'd never been to Bali. We'd heard a lot about it and it was amazing. So what we did was we flew to Bali via Singapore, and we got really cheap flights. I think it was something like $300 because they were one-way flights, and we got it on this like secret flying website. And we started off in Bali. We did 2 months in Bali, I think it was, and we travelled around Ubud, Sanur, sort of like the south of Bali quite a lot. My mum and I went across to Nusa Penida, which is an island next to Bali, and it was amazing. We just fell in love with it. Like, the people are just generally the loveliest people. Food's incredible. I was vegan at the time, and the vegan food there was great. Nature is stunning, and it's just an easy place to live. And we made friends there. So that was for 2 months. And what we did was we booked some short-term accommodation when we were trying to find where we wanted to sort of settle for a bit. And then we just rented privately. It was like a 1-bed apartment, like one hob. It was super simple, from a local guy. So we just lived there. Then we went to Thailand for a month. And that was because we were going to stay with a charity right on the border between, near Chiang Rai, which is really up the top of Thailand, on the border between Thailand and Myanmar, also known as Burma. And the point of going there was to see if we wanted to go and live there basically and work with this charity long term. After that month, so that was working with children, working with children. After that month, we then... Hey baby, you right? Elfie just came in. I forgot, we did do I think a week or 2 in Bangkok before we did that.
What did you do?
Just chatting about when we went away for a year. Do you remember any of it?
Not really.
Did you want your scooter? Elfie was 2 at the time. My pleasure.
No, I don't remember.
You don't remember it? She was so cute. Did that month, and then we did 2 months in Sri Lanka. So we flew from the top north of Thailand all the way to Sri Lanka. No, I'm just doing a long chatty video. So we flew to Sri Lanka, did 2 months there, and we stayed in various places: Unawatuna, Marissa, Colombo, Negombo. So we did quite a lot. We visited a charity there, these wonderful people, Dog Star Foundation. Go look it up. It's just like beautiful people, best charity. Really, really enjoyed Sri Lanka. I'd been to India. Hey, would you mind doing that outside? Because it's just noisy on outside. If you're in a scoot, just because it's noisy on the thing when I'm trying to film. Yeah, like if you do it in the hall and just shut the door, that'd be great. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Thank you, babe. I'll just pause it while she goes up. Okay, she's there. So stayed there, really enjoyed it. Yeah, I'd been to India already, so that kind of Asia, like it wasn't the same as India, but there were elements that were similar, so that was cool. Food's really good, nature's beautiful. We did some amazing nature stuff actually. Sri Lanka's stunning for nature, so we did safari, saw elephants and leopards and stuff, and then what else? Oh, we swam with turtles and we watched a turtle laying eggs, which was just absolutely stunning. On Esme's 7th birthday we did a trip and we saw blue whales. So yeah, pretty like amazing in terms of nature. So after 2 months in Sri Lanka, we then decided to go back to Thailand. I can't remember why, but we went back for a month and we did 2 weeks in Phuket and 2 weeks in Chiang Mai. I don't really like Phuket. I also don't like Pattaya in Thailand. Those places, they're just very, very touristy, and I feel like you don't see Thailand for what it really is. You don't see the best of Thailand there. But we were there, we met up with friends there. Chiang Mai is really nice. Like, we went to the sticky waterfalls, which is stunning. Or maybe I'll do another video of like pictures and stuff. But that was amazing. We saw an emerald boa in the wild, which was just like over these sticky waterfalls. It was just hanging there, massive and brilliant green, like just one of these amazing moments. And yeah, I mean, the whole thing was kind of crazy. But so then after Thailand again, we went back to Bali because we realised that's where we really wanted to be. And so we went back there kind of with the intention of like, we're going to stay here for a while and then we'll probably come back to the UK and earn a ton more money, like, you know, a chunk of money, and then go back and try and live in Bali. So then we were in Bali for about 6 to 8 months. Can't remember how long. And then and we went back to the apartment that we'd be living in, so just simple 1-bed apartment, lived there in Sanur, which is a resort town, and we just sort of lived there then. It didn't really feel like travelling anymore because we were just in one place, but we did obviously go do trips like around the island. It's not a massive island. And yeah, made friends, and the kids made friends. At the time I was Christian and we joined a church and we're going to church every week, so it really felt like we were settling into life there. And yeah, I think we would have probably gone back, but then my middle daughter, Ira, who's now 10, she was 5 at the time, and she had a horrible accident, had a brain injury, which was awful, obviously. And at the same time, Bali started having these quite significant earthquakes, or that area, the fault line around Bali as well. Lombok, which is one of the islands nearest Bali, was flattened. While we weren't in Lombok, we were in Bali at the time, but while we were there, so that was going on, and Bali was having earthquakes and aftershocks. And I think it was the day Ira came out of hospital or something, or went back in for the second time. She came out and went back in. Bali had its biggest earthquake for 75 years, and it was too much to deal with. Like, it really was, because she was supposed to be, when she came out of hospital, she was supposed to be lying flat in a dark room, and we kept having to like take her outside because there were earthquakes happening. We couldn't stay in the building. So, but we also couldn't fly home because she had air in her brain, and we couldn't get a boat because there were no medical facilities on any boats. So we would have needed, like, knowing what we know now, after we found everything out in the aftermath, we would have needed a depressurized plane. That's what the insurance should have provided, but they did not. And yeah, so we came back, and then sort of things kind of, we were just very, very wrapped up in Ira's aftercare, and she had health issues after that, obviously. So we were back and forth to hospital all the time with various infections and like the aftermath of that, the results of that. So that's how it ended, unfortunately. And then obviously we haven't gone, like, then, you know, Dad and I broke up a couple of years later. So that was it. But the actual year was amazing, I would say. Like, it was very, very stressful. It's not like what people make out on Instagram. Getting visas and travelling with kids is high stress thing. It's not this like la 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 thing. It is high stress. But I feel like for all the level, the higher the level of stress, the higher the moments that you get were just amazing. Like swimming with turtles and all this amazing stuff, and meeting people from all over the world. So I would say if you get a chance to do it, like, life is too short and you should just do it. And I've kind of got in my head, I'd love to do like a kind of a gap year type thing, but with the girls when they're older teenagers. I just think that'd be really cool. It'd be really special to do together. So that's the story. Nearly 10 minutes. So ask me any questions you want and I will do like videos on it.